Yeah. Welcome to the reality check. Turn the cameras off. Writers for life. Yeah. Welcome to the reality check. Turn the cameras off. Writers for life. Let's get it. Looking at the screen, another late night scroll. Watching everybody trade away a piece of their soul. See, this ain't just about the messy pose you write, or the emotional outbursts in the middle of the night. We're dealing with something deeper that you can't design. Yeah, it's spiritual warfare happening online. We keep ignoring what is happening right in front of our eyes. Some of y'all are out here drowning under digital skies, just bleeding on the timeline, pouring out your soul, hoping someone out there's gonna come and make you whole. Looking for a savior on a smartphone screen, searching for a savior inside a virtual machine, hoping someone will hand you a bandage for the pain. But you're getting back is a track of pure disdain. You're getting likes and shit, nothing that can cure the hurt, just a bunch of emojis stamped inside the dirt. Ooh, that's not healing, let's call it what it really is. That's performance, just a regular entertainment bill. Oh, you thought you could feed on the scars that I bleed. Keep your light, keep your shade. I got all that I need while you pose for the cloud. I am breaking the chains. Yeah, you talk to the crowd, but I walk through the flames. We are standing our ground. We don't bow to the trend. Watch the curtain close down on the games that you send. Yeah, you want a performance, go put on a show. Cause the throne that I'm on is where haters can't go. We've normalized the pain, turned the ache into a show. Trauma as entertainment everywhere we go. And then we wonder why the spirit feels so cold and spent. Why we're feeling so empty after every scroll we went. Looking at a mirror that was never meant to reflect the beauty of a soul that the world tried to neglect. You are not broken just because you feel so deep. Don't let them tell you otherwise or rob you of your sleep. But you're broken because you're trying to process the pain, exposing sacred wounds to the public in the rain. In these public arenas where the wolves come to stroll, environments that were never ever built to hold your soul. Oh, you thought you could feed on the scars that I bleed. Keep your legs, keep your shade. I got all that I need while you pose for the cloud. I am breaking the chains. Yeah, you talk to the crowd, but I walk through the flames. We are standing our ground. We don't bow to the trend. Watch the curtain close down on the games that you send. Yeah, you want a performance, so put on a show. Cause the throne that I'm on is where haters can't go. You built an empire out of digital dust, trading your conscience for a moment of lust. But you can't contain a fire that was lit by the divine. Yeah, your matrix is glitching, I'm reclaiming what's mine. Go ahead and talk your talk, type your hate in the box while you're trapped in the algorithm. I'm breaking the locks, you a critic in the stands, I'm the one in the ring. You can never understand the weight of the song that I sing. We are shutting down the stadium, we're cutting the feed. No more bleeding for your entertainment. This is the stampede. No more feeding the wolves. We shutting down the arena. Riders for life. And that's on everything we are. 20 days, doing 20 days, done. 20 days, doing 20 days, done. Ooh.
Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble night. Continue to have a blessed and humble day, man. Look, listen. I'm glad I had the live today. All right, that I had earlier. Shout out to the big sis Earth Day. Shout out to everybody that rock with me. Shout out to my day one subscribers and my new subscribers, yo. I'm not gonna be long on this, John, because I'm actually, I'm watching OSD live on my laptop. But I wanted to hop on this, John, real quick, all right, and just say something, man. Listen, the reason I bought this live, that I did the live earlier, man. Listen, and I don't regret it on some real shit. Like I know some people say some outlandish shit out here, man. But see, this is why one other reason why that live was made today, right? Not just because people got a tendency of trying to hit people behind the scenes and stuff like that, but it's like, what the fuck is we doing as adults in this joint, man? Playing little kid games, you see where I'm coming from, and seeking attention and glory in spaces that don't appreciate, our value and who we is. You see where I'm coming from? Like I was watching OSD on the laptop while I'm scrolling on my phone, seeing, who else is live and what's going on, right? I like, damn, man, I wanted to see, if anybody was talking about from. And I come across this live, right? And I'm like, let me check this joint out, right? And I'm sitting here and everything was going smooth in the beginning, man. But boy, when somebody hit that link, yo, listen, man, I feel as though sometimes we just need to walk away from certain things, especially when, you know, people say certain things. Yes, earlier I was talking about, how some of us, say certain things and we're just speaking in general, right? But for some reason, we say something, right? And it's like a label was created, right? And then that label, a lot of people decide to put that label on their forehead without anybody mentioning or saying anything, about that person. They just assume that somebody's talking about them, right? But as crazy as it is, man, I've seen this live, right? And I was watching it while I was listening to OSD. And I'm listening to, the people talk and I'm reading chat and stuff while I'm, trying to pay attention over here. So, I had to put OSD on mute for 1 second to really see if I was comprehending the shit that I was listening to, the shit that I was hearing today, right? Blessings, Ramsey Perez, Janelle. Blessings to anybody coming through. All right. But listen, man, I checked the live out and stuff like that, and it's wild, man. Look, listen, keep kids, out of, how can I say, y'all conversations, y'all topic. If you got something against somebody, let that person know straight up. Stop being around the bush on some real shit. Walk away. Like earlier, I was talking about people being in certain places, right, where they feel uncomfortable, but yet want to turn around and cry because, how can I say the narrative didn't, go their way, right? And now they victims and stuff like that. Like, look, listen, man. As crazy as it sounds, right? It's not funny at all when somebody want to bring up someone's deceased parents or someone's, live parents, right? I don't care if the parent is deceased or alive. Bringing up someone's parent is the most childish and dumbest thing to do as an adult, especially in a conversation. And then when somebody's trying to have a conversation and you're trying to debate somebody, oh my God, these kids in these games. I don't know if y'all heard that, but shit, these games are driving me crazy. But listen, man, it ain't a conversation when, people are disrespecting each other. That's not a conversation anymore. That has already gone left. You see where I'm coming from? And that's why earlier I was saying, man, half the stuff that people do on this app, man, wouldn't even fly out in these streets for real, for real. And that's why I left. But I wanted to come on my platform, right? And I wanted to give my opinion, right? Because it's crazy how, I did the live earlier, right? And I was speaking on general. Shout out to my big sis, all right, for coming on the live and speaking, giving her perspective, her opinion on the topic, right? I wasn't speaking on anybody in specific. I try to tag as many people as I can, right, on that live. But, I'll finish tagging people tomorrow. I'm tired of shit. I ain't going to sit here and lie. I want to enjoy watching the rest of OSD's live. All right, he's got a pretty good live going on over there, and I'm geeking and I'm laughing. All right, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Shout out to my OG Roman 22, man. But listen, man, shout out to my old head. Did I say yeah? Flying Valentino Roman 22, man. I love me some of my, I love me some of my OG. All right, my OG funny as shit. Make sure y'all go check them out. All right. But back on topic. Listen, because I said I wasn't gonna be on this joint long. All right, but as crazy as it sounds, man, y'all gotta stop feeding the same shit that y'all complaining about. All right, y'all sit here and complain about a lot of shit, but y'all create these monsters. Now, what I think is fucked up and I think is messed up, and what I will touch on right now, because I see it happen a lot. But what I heard today was fucked up and messed up. When you hear someone sit here and try, when you sit here and you listen to someone violate someone's loved ones, whether they, in a grave or still alive, it's some wild shit. And then when you sit here and try to do the same thing and then bring their kids into this conversation because you didn't like what that person said, and you sit here and you're talking about violating someone's children, I'm looking at you like you're a predator, like you're a pedophile. I don't care who said it. You see where I'm coming from? Like, you people got to take the time. I was saying it earlier. Think before you speak. All right. Feel before you speak. All right. Think before you post. Like, we have disconnected ourselves from ourselves so much that a lot of people are out here still. How can I say, bleeding all over the matrix in the most wildish, ways. Now I've heard people say some messed up shit about parents and a back and forth. Both people say that. I've heard some people, how can I say, keep their cool and have some patience. But I could understand why somebody can lash out and listen. I don't feel no empathy or sympathy for the person that sat here and has bashed someone's loved one just because they feel some type of way, and this person not even, mentioned you. You see where I'm coming from, or talked about your loved ones, said anything about you. They were just speaking in general. And I see this happen a lot. It is, listen, it's fucked up. Think about what y'all say when you come on these apps and you don't want people, to come at y'all sideways. Stop screaming victim when some of y'all are the ones out here, how can I say, igniting fires y'all can't even fucking turn off. I think it's the most dumbest thing as adults to sit here, seeking that type of attention and glory, because it really gets you nowhere. In real life, out here in these streets, and I'm gonna, leave it saying that. Listen, some people don't understand. I'm a good girl. Sometimes I want to be a bad girl. I want to go up there and speak my mind and defend so many people, but it's like, for what? Ain't nobody gonna listen to what I gotta say. I can listen. I can give advice to 1,000 people, but you're not going to change their perspective. Like, listen, like I did earlier, right? I seen so much shit that I had to let, a lot of shit out my chest. And once again, I wasn't speaking in general. If anybody decided to take my life from earlier and, put that as a label on them, that's on them. You see where I'm coming from? That's not on me. But and shout out once again to the big sis. Shout out to Riaz for hopping on the panel. All right, I was not expecting, listen, definitely, I expected Riaz, but I was not expecting my big sis to hit my panel earlier. And big shout out to Earth Day, yo, man. I appreciate the support. I appreciate anybody that comes and support, man. I appreciate people that, keep me out their shit. But right now, I wanted to, reference a little bit of what I was talking about earlier. You see where I'm coming from, and bring up that live, because it goes hand in hand with what I'm saying right now. Stop hopping on people's panels that you don't know. All right, threatening them because you don't like what they said, or their narrative doesn't fit. I guess your logic, but if you had logic, anyways, some people don't really have logic or common sense. All right, stop hopping on these panels and then complaining. All right, I'm talking about, oh, this person said the most. No, you hopped on someone's panel and said the most disrespectful shit to someone. And not everybody, how can I say, not everybody is the same. Some people will lash out in a fucked up way. Other people have the, a heart of gold. And I say, bless their little hearts, man. For real, for real. All right. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. But to sit here and, think that somebody's gonna take the bullshit because, you sat here and you mentioned their parents in the most fucked up way. I think sometimes, look, listen. Oh, and they can, listen, yo. Yo, I am not joking when I say, yo, I don't know what's up with some people. All right, when y'all sit around and play with people's kids, stop talking about y'all gonna violate someone's kid in a sexual way, because that shit is gonna come and harm you. I've seen a few people done that shit, man. I've heard some people apologize after they said some shit, but it's kind of like, is you really apologetic about this? You see where I'm coming from? If you keep doing it after you've apologized time after time, I've seen a lot of people do this shit. I mean, if I could say, I'm not gonna say a lot, all right? Maybe I'm exaggerating when I say that, but I've seen, like, listen, on this platform alone, between YouTube and Facebook, Like I've witnessed, listen, it doesn't even go off, all right, on my behalf, on my account, all right. The most is like, listen, I'm gonna say 10 people, all right. I'm gonna just throw a number out there because I don't see a lot of people do this. It's just a few people, and I don't know what y'all gain out of that. But don't complain. Don't ask people's opinions when y'all sit here and disrespect someone's loved ones, right? And as crazy as it sounds, right? And then, turn around and expect sympathy from the person that you totally sat here and violated, they loved ones from. Like, I mean, I feel as though, listen, a lot of people are the true definition of insanity. Like, as crazy as it sounds, like, when they was like, man, what do y'all think? I wanted to give my opinion so bad, but I was like, you know what? I got a platform. Let me go, let me go speak about this in a whole, different way, in a whole positive way. Because it's like, like I tell people, what's the point of even me telling you what my opinion is or what I think about this if you're going to take it the wrong way? And that's what people do. What's the point of me wasting my breath if you're not going to, take into consideration anything that I said? And shout out to those people. I've hopped on panels, I've had conversations with certain people. Some people, how can I say, do ease off. But, I can't sit here and blame them when, somebody keeps poking the bear. Once you poke the bear and you've awakened the bear, you can't complain, once they've spilled the cup, the truth overflowed. Let's make it make sense. All right? So, listen, man. Let me get off this, John, and let me just say this, man. Stop looking for smoke in places that you, don't expect the smoke to be burning hot like you in hell. All right? Some people won't give you that smoke back. They're going to listen. They're going to, how can I say, top your energy. All right? Some of us don't got time. I will top your energy and leave you right where the fuck you at and take my energy with me. I ain't got time for this. On some real shit. Like I tell people, man, over here, the block button exists heavy as shit. I don't got time for people to sit here and try to say, oh, man, I will do this to my kids. I'm going to be looking at you like, wait, what? So now I got to sit here and look over my shoulder. I don't know if you're serious. I don't know if you're not. Some people be like, oh, I was just joking. That's not a fucking joke. You see where I'm coming from? Because with so many pedophiles out here in this world, with so many predators in this world, that's not something you hop on somebody's panel and joke around with. All right? So if you sit here and you violate someone's loved ones and they tell you, listen, man, I ain't got nothing else to say. If you want to meet up, we can meet up. Hey, that's on you. If you want to take that shit a whole nother route, you should have respected, all right, the panel that you was on and kept it on topic. Too many people be doing too much on people's panels, people's channels, man. And once again, like the song that I played earlier, man, social media is going to be the death of many. And with that being said, let me get off this shit, all right, so I can go finish watching OSD. I said OCD. Oh my God, what the fuck? I'm tired of shit, but I can't go to sleep yet because I'm still trying to finish writing what I'm writing. But, I'm going to go finish watching it. OSD Reloaded, man. Shout out to OSD. All right. El oso negrito de la nena linda. All right. Big shout out to him. Let me get off this, man. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble night, man. But listen, watch what y'all doing on these platforms, y'all. Stop complaining if you know you're in that bitch stirring up the pot. All right.
Yeah. Welcome to the reality check. Turn the cameras off. Writers for life. Let's get it. Looking at the screen, another late night scroll. Watching everybody trade away a piece of their soul. See, this ain't just about the messy pose you write, or the emotional outbursts in the middle of the night. We're dealing with something deeper that you can't design. Yeah, it's spiritual warfare happening online. We keep ignoring what is happening right in front of our eyes. Some of y'all are out here drowning under digital skies, just bleeding on the timeline, pouring out your soul, hoping someone out there's gonna come and make you whole. Looking for a savior on a smartphone screen, searching for a savior inside a virtual machine, hoping someone will hand you a bandage for the pain. But you're getting back is a track of pure disdain. You're getting likes and shit, nothing that can cure the hurt, just a bunch of emojis stamped inside the dirt. Ooh, that's not healing, let's call it what it really is. keep your light, keep your shade. I got all that I need while you pose for the cloud. I am breaking the chains. Yeah, you talk to the crowd, but I walk through the flames. We are standing our ground. We don't bow to the trend. Watch the curtain close down on the games that you send. Yeah, you want a performance, go put on a show. Cause the throne that I'm on is where haters can't go. We've normalized the pain, turned the ache into a show. Trauma as entertainment everywhere we go. And then we wonder why the spirit feels so cold and spent. Why we're feeling so empty after every scroll we went. Looking at a mirror that was never meant to reflect the beauty of a soul that the world tried to neglect. You are not broken just because you feel so deep. Don't let them tell you otherwise or rob you of your sleep. But you're broken because you're trying to process the pain, exposing sacred wounds to the public in the rain. In these public arenas where the wolves come to stroll, environments that were never ever built to hold your soul. Well, you thought you could feed on the scars that I bleed. Keep your lights, keep your shade. I got all that I need while you pose for the cloud. I am breaking the chains. Yeah, you talk to the crowd, but I walk through the flames. We are standing our ground. We don't bow to the trend. Watch the curtain close down on the games that you send. Yeah, you want a performance, so put on a show. Cause the throne that I'm on is where haters can't go. You built an empire out of digital dust, trading your conscience for a moment of lust. But you can't contain a fire that was lit by the divine. Yeah, your matrix is glitching. I'm reclaiming what's mine. Go ahead and talk your talk. Tap your hate in the box while you're trapped in the algorithm. I'm breaking the locks. You a critic in the stands. I'm the one in the ring. You can never understand the weight of the song that I sing. We are shutting down the stadium. We're cutting the feed. No more bleeding for your entertainment. This is the stampede. No more feet in the wolves.
Thank you, OG. Thank you, OG.
We shutting down the arena. Riders for life. And that's on everything we are. 40 days done, 40 days done. 40 days done, 40 days done. Ooh. Sometimes I feel like a bad girl, wanna do bad things. They say they won't smoke, nothing left in my ashtray. Sometimes I feel like a bad girl, wanna do bad things. They say they won't smoke, nothing left in my ashtray. Going up on my bad days, Lord, I need you badly. Tears falling from my eyelids, can't cover with my cardiac. Ain't been the same since you left me. We living in our last days, and I can't save them, little cuz took the fast lane. You special if you got my last name. You kept it solid and you never changed. Hold your thoughts, hold your peace. Lord, watch over me, take control of me. Do no evil, do no evil things. Even though snakes is heavy, I didn't grow up. I got a cold heart. Life can be so hard. Life can be so rough. Left me with a cold. Ever since you left my side, all I know is go up. Show enough. Heartbreak on a meter. How you doing? Nice to never meet ya. Don't trust everybody you meet. Sometimes I feel like a bad girl, wanna do bad things. They say they won't smoke, nothing left in my ashtray. Going up on my bad days. Lord, I need you badly. Tears falling from my eyelids, can't cover with my Cartier. Ain't been the same since you left me. We living in our last days.